started. You make me rock hard or something. I don't remember what I was saying.
Well, you said I was your rock, and that was
There you
sweet.
go. That's right. I'm just playing. I remembered, baby. I love you. Look at how silly this is. All the other guys that have these emotes that transform to their Super Saiyan, like, elevated power.
Yeah, Super Saiyan.
It works just fine. Piccolo, when I transform, it takes off my back piece for some reason.
But look how sexy you can see his chest now.
I know. It kind of makes me just not want to... Like, I want to take that off regular ways, then. Because the cloak is a back bling, so this is him normally.
I'm pretty
This is him
buzzed,
normal.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
So we need to slow down. We got plenty of time ahead of us, baby.
No,
We got lots
we
of time
don't
ahead
have to
of
slow
us.
down.
Okay.
I was just letting
Do
you
you
know
think?
that's probably why I'm talking so much and talking about shit I probably shouldn't be talking about.
Like,
With
you
you.
banging random dudes in parking lots and going to strip clubs?
Yeah, I go to the strip club. I've gone to the strip club a lot. That's not even like news.
Yeah.
So
I don't go to strip clubs anymore. That's
that's
I've only ever gone, let's see, how many times have I gone to a strip club? Let me count. There was Hawaii. There was Alaska. Twice in Texas. Once
what
in
part
Japan.
of Alaska did you go to?
Anchorage. There was a
Oh.
strip club called the Bush Factory.
That's awesome. I've been to Anchorage, but
Have you?
anyway.
Nice.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, 5 times so
I was,
far.
yeah, Anchorage, I spent like 12 hours in Anchorage, and 8 of it was at the strip club. It was like we were flying, where were we coming? We were flying from Japan to El Centro, California for a 2-week training like mission called Mojave Viper, I think it was.
Wait, can you tell me this stuff? Is this like top secret? Can you
No,
just,
yeah, I can tell you. I can tell you all this stuff. Yeah, so they just do like Mojave Viper is like one of the. It happens every year. It's all all the different squadrons and stuff converge on this air base in El Centro, California, out in the desert. That's primarily for all the pilots and stuff to learn how to do all their flying stuff together, like people to practice because our plane refueled other planes, and those other planes needed to practice refueling off of our planes and do all kinds of stuff. So that was primarily. We just showed up. We came just to maintain the planes. That's all. We just had to keep the shit running. But there's 2 different flight paths from Okinawa to here. It's you either go straight across the Pacific, stop in Wake Island to refuel, which is just this tiny little sandbar island out in the middle of the Pacific, and then come through California, or you can fly up north over like the Arctic Circle, and then you stop at Anchorage to refuel. And that's what we were doing on the way there. So we came up that way. We stopped in Anchorage.
While you're talking, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. So we stopped. I think we landed at like 6 p.m. or something, and we were flying out at like 8 p.m. the next day. We hit the ground. We did our post-flight daily maintenance shit that we had to do, and then it was like the 15 of us. One of the NCOs, I think he was like a staff sergeant or a gunny, I can't remember, rented some cars, and we drove out to this fucking strip club called the Bush Factory. But it was exactly what you would expect out of a strip club in Anchorage, Alaska, on a Tuesday. But it was a good time regardless.
Yeah.
And then when I got out of the military, on the way back, I flew into San Diego, met my sister for the second time. The first time I met her was at my boot camp graduation, and then she lived in San Diego at the time, and I think I had like a day and a half. Like I flew in, I didn't have to be at in Miramar, which was like an hour and a half south of there. I didn't have to be there until the next day. So I stayed with my sister and the father of her kids. It was her boyfriend or fiance or something at the time. I stayed with them there and got to know them, and then went to Miramar for the separation, so they call it SEPs. I had to spend I don't remember how long it was. It was like a week or around about a week of exit processing, like physicals and all that stuff, and sit around wait. And one of the guys had rented a car, and we were like, let's go to a fucking strip club. And then we couldn't find a strip club. We had to go all the way up to Orange County, which was like 2 hours away. And this is the night before we are getting our separation paperwork and our plane ticket. Like, we were out, we were free the next day. And we drove like this hour. We were like an hour and a half north of where we were supposed to be at the strip club up in Orange County. And on the way back, it's like 3 a.m. We have to be in formation at 6:30 to get our fucking orders and get the fuck out. And we got T-boned coming through a fucking intersection. Dude was chasing a fucking red light. Like, it turned yellow, and we were turning left, and he was trying to chase that yellow light, so he gunned it, and he fucking T-boned us.
Oh my God.
I know. And we're all there were three of us in the car. There was two people in the front, two seats. There was a sedan, four-door sedan. And then me in the back seat on the back driver's side. And he T-boned us on the one empty seat, like the back passenger side. Fucking just smashed into us. And we're like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, we're stuck. Like, we don't know if the car's gonna run. We're like, there's no, like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm never getting out of the Marine Corps. We're like, if I don't get back, like, they're gonna like punish me. They're not gonna give me my orders. They're gonna NJP me, put me on restriction, delay my ability to get out and be a real boy again. But we ended up getting back in time. But then, outside of the military, I've gone to a strip club one time, and it was. I had a girlfriend at the time, but I asked her, right? This was the girl that I told you that, like, me and her were, like, super compatible except for the parts that I willfully ignored, because I didn't think they weren't big problems to me. Like, one of the primary part of it was she was super religious. And I didn't care that she was super religious. She knew I wasn't. And I figured since she fucking, got involved with me, that knowing that, she would have been good with it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But I told her, I was like, hey, I can't remember what the occasion was. There was something happening. Something was going on that we were like it was me, Dan, and Zach Ward, who was the other guy that moved out here with us from the military. Like, the three of us were in Texas and Japan together. He's the guy. He's the buddy. I told you he lives up in Michigan now. He got married and moved up to Michigan. I had lived with him initially when I moved out here. He dropped out of college like the first semester. So we were all talking. We're like, we're gonna go to a strip. We're like, whatever I don't remember the occasion. I was like, let's go to the strip club and then let's go to the casino, or vice versa, or whatnot. And I told my girlfriend at the time, I'm like, hey, like, are you cool with this? Like, if you're not cool with this, that's fine. It's not a problem. We won't do it. But this is what we were talking about. I was like, if you're cool with it, that's what we'll do. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. And then it wasn't fine. She broke up with me. So it's funny. It's like, that was the night she broke up with me over text message because of that. But ironically, we are like on the way up. We're like, nah, fuck the strip club. Let's just go straight to the casino and we'll just do that. And so we had already decided not to do the strip club. And then she fucking texted me this whole thing while we were on the way up there, like, broke up.
So did you turn around and go to the strip club? Because I would have been like, I might as well go now.
Fuck yeah, we went to the strip club after the casino. And this is why I don't do strip clubs anymore, is I spend way too much money. I don't fucking.
Yeah, I know.
And those ATM fees are like $35 per withdrawal. So
that's why.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's different I always like go, right? Somebody will give me ones, and that's the beauty of being a woman, I guess.
Yeah.
You know how many times me and Jessica will sit there and there'll just be like ones in front of us? I'm like, where did these come from?
Because they want to see girl on girl. I get it. Like, if you're out on the main floor, it is an investment for them to dance with you. You don't even need money.
It's so much fun, though.
I believe it.
If I help
because it takes money out of my pocket.
Let's go. I will help that bitch make millions. Let's go.
Me too, unfortunately. But for me, it's out of my account. So.
You know what's funny? If you were like, me and Dan want to go to the strip club, are you okay with it? I'd be like, yeah, but I kind of want to go now too. Baby,
I don't think, like, I don't think It's funny. The reason we ended up not going to the strip club that night is because Kate wasn't okay with it. Dan didn't want, like, it would have caused problems between Dan and Kate. And that's valid. That's perfectly fine. Right? Like, all three of us understood, like we're not going there, we would never cheat on our wives. Right? We're not going there to, like, look at these women and be like, oh, you're so much hotter than my wife, or anything. Like, I don't know. It was just a thing at the time. We were at that point of our life, I guess. But Kate wasn't cool with it, so we were like, hey, yeah, that's fine. Let's go to the fucking casino. Fuck it. Like, it's not at all a fucking issue to us. And, but if we, I would bring you. Like, I don't think I would ever go to a strip club without you at that point. Like, if you want to go let's go.
I would be totally okay with it, though, is the thing. Because to me, it's like, those bitches aren't going to sleep with you. Like, their job is just to make money. Not because it's you, but, I mean, that's not what they're going there for. They're going there to make money, and then they go home. And they're not, like, trying to pick up dudes most of the time. Like, they're, you know what I mean? So
unless you're in, like, the dirtiest of strip clubs, they ain't gonna fucking do nothing with you. And if they would do something with you, you don't want them to be doing something with you.
I know.
Like,
you don't. But I would say, like, for me, I'm 100% okay with it because I'm not threatened by them. I think strip clubs are fun as fuck.
Hell yeah.
And so I would be like, yeah, boy, let's go.
Now I really just want to take you to a strip club and watch you do things with the girls.
Then we could pay dances where you just watch.
Yeah. And then we'll pay them to go away and give us privacy in the back room.
Well, like, here's a tip. Just leave.
Yeah.
Just leave. I'm just saying, like, if you ever did want to go, I wouldn't have a problem with it. And I wouldn't break up with you afterwards. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't bother me because I trust you. And I just think it's not even going because these chicks are hot. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's fun. Like, they're taking off their clothes. You're like, yeah. Like, what's funny is me and Jessica will sit up front and we just, like, fucking be like, yeah, bitch, you're so hot. Take it off. Like, I just like to hype them up.
Hell yeah.
And I think it's fun. And so, like, I just think it's fun to get drunk and dance. Like, honestly, when dudes start talking to us, I'm like, go away. Like, I'm not here for you. Like, I get really annoyed.
Yeah.
Except for the one time it was right when Jessica was going through her divorce, and she was like, I just want to make out with someone. She's like, find someone for me to make out with. I'm like, done. And it was at the strip club. And I was like, I'll go find someone. So I went up to this table of dudes, and I was like, I have them over there. Like, who wants to make out with her? And this guy was like, I will. I'm like, cool. And then, and then it was done. I was like, all right. She's over there. She is awaiting. She just wanted to make out with any random person. It was just like, she's like, I just want to make out with someone. I'm like, fine. Like, we'll make this happen. And she did. But usually, most times, Ren keeps looking at me, most times, like, we just go for, like, the fun of it. Like, I don't want to mess with any fucking dudes. Like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Or then Levi's there a lot of times since he works there, and we're just, like, you know, he always makes sure we get, like, to our cars and stuff safe. Which is nice.
I always just end up talking to him. I'm not, like, we were fucking, the strip club in fucking, when we were down at Pearl Harbor, like, it was this chick that was like, her outfit was like this Navy outfit because it's Pearl Harbor, right?
You went to Pearl Harbor? I was only there
for like 3 days. It was a weird 3 days too. On that night, like, I literally was just like, it ended up this chick in the, like, she, at that point she was only wearing the hat, like a Navy hat. But she was just laying there on her side, like, on the stage next to our table, and we were just talking, and I was just periodically handing her money while we were having conversations. It was fucking, I was like, yeah. And, like, not even talking anything, like, it was nothing, like, sexy about it. I was just like, yeah, what's up?
Also, though, I would also like to dance for you, and you can just give me money.
Yeah, 100%. You'll take every penny I own. I'll just sign you. I'll just put your name on my bank account, and you can dance for me. How about that? You get a car.
You tempt me.
Yeah.
I will go to the bank on fucking Monday and put your name on my account.
You have all my information. You can open an account in my name. Call Cardinal up and be like, hey, I need to change my direct deposit. My social security number is 054782099.
I'm gonna add myself to, like, your life insurance, and, like, I'm gonna have a beneficiary on your account.
You will be. I got to do that. I actually don't even know what the status of all that stuff is at this point, and it needs updated.
I have to
so might as well
mine,
be
honestly, because obviously Rustin's my beneficiary in a lot of my, like, life insurance stuff because he's my spouse. But my secondary beneficiary in all my accounts is my dad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But like when we're together, then and I'm divorced, I'm obviously gonna take Rustin off. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that was
Joshua Adam Campbell's gonna be my beneficiary.
hell yeah. Benefit that pussy with this mouth.
I don't even know. We've just been talking about some crazy shit.
And only part of it is recorded for posterity. It's a shame. It's a crying shame.
Well, no, because I'm glad that it wasn't recorded on my slutty shit. Unless that was recorded, then I'm like, cool.
No, your slutty shit wasn't recorded.
Your slutty shit wasn't recorded.
Yeah. And then the rest of that fucking... So after that Pearl Harbor strip club, my buddy was like, I want a hooker. So we're like, all right, let's go find a hooker. There's got to be hookers. So we get in a cab, and we tell the cabbie, we're like, hey, he wants a hooker. Let's go get hookers. He's like, I got you. He takes us to this fucking, like... I don't even... It was like some storefront, but it was at the back of like a strip mall, like on the back side. So it was real sketchy already. I don't know if they were like, I don't even remember if they were like supposed to be like a massage parlor or whatever. I don't know what they were pretending to be, but it was fucking, a Japanese mama-san came out and like asked my buddy, his fucking Senecal, I don't even remember his first name because nobody knows. I forgot my own first name for a while in the military for context. But she's like, she looks at Senecal, she's like, which one do you want? And he's like, looking, there's like these 4 girls lined up, and he's like, I want this one. And they go in the back to go do their thing. And she looks at me and she's like, which one do you want? I'm like, I'm good. Thanks. I'm just waiting for him. And then I sat there while my buddy ended up fighting with this, not physically, arguing with this Hawaiian hooker because she wouldn't do anal. And me and the 3 other hookers were on the couch watching. I didn't know I was pregnant on the Learning Channel. That's what I'm saying. It was a weird. Pearl Harbor was a weird time for me.
Aye.
Yeah, it was
I'll
never
be your hooker, baby.
It's the only hooker I need, mama. Most expensive one. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa, what does that mean?
I'm gonna spend my life paying for this for you as a hooker, where $100, $5 holla for I don't know how much they are. Depends on where you're at.
I have no idea.
Never did the hooker thing.
No,
It was a thing in Japan. That's why people coming from Japan. We when we were in Pearl Harbor, we were stationed. It was with the Japan squadron. So everybody was all used to being able to just go out and get hookers because in Japan you can get hookers. It's a thing.
But you are too sweet
That's right.
to do that.
I did pay for a jerk off at a massage parlor once, but then I was like, that's expensive. I could just do it myself.
Wait, so you didn't pay for it then, or you did?
No, I did it one time. It was they call them soapies. It's supposed to be a massage, but they don't even massage you. They just they soap you up and then they jerk you off. And I was like, this is weird. I don't like this. It cost
But
$80. I did do it. Yeah, I did do it one time. It cost $80. I was like, I don't have the money for this. Sorry, does that make you uncomfortable?
No.
Good. I don't know if I believe
as long
you.
as you got off for your $80, then that's like all
I
that
did.
matters.
Yeah, I did. It was just that's a lot of money for a handy.
Yeah, it really is a lot for handy. How long did it take?
You get an hour, but it's not just a jerk. Like they don't just jerk you off. It's like the hour is maybe it was 30 minutes. I don't actually remember how long it was. I think it was an hour. Cause they take their time soaping you up. And like it's supposed to be like a sponge bath and a massage, but there was nothing massagey about it. And it was just them like with a loofah kind of sponge bathing you slowly.
Interesting.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
This is
It
in
wasn't
Japan?
terrible. It wasn't miserable. Yeah. it wasn't miserable. It just wasn't an $80 experience for me. I was just like, eh. I didn't have a lot of money at the time. I was like, I can get a lot of Pizza Hut and beer for this. And I jerk myself off and shower every day anyway, so... And that's free.
Every day.
No, it was just about every day.
The last 4.
No, not recently. Yeah, I'm fucking... been edging. I'd like to build up to a grand finale, and I'm like hitting the ceiling, you know? Like that.
Ren is like biting my watch. Sorry.
Who is?
I wanted to. Ren.
Ren?
Ren. Yeah, I'll send it to you. He was biting it. I'm gonna send you a video. Cause it's like.
Is she hungry? Is it dinner time?
No, No, it's Ren. Like my cat. You know.
Oh,
Ren.
Yeah, no, I knew that. Ren's a dude. I'm sorry.
Ren has a PP.
Yeah, big.
I can't see it, but it's there.
Oh, he's just playing. Yeah, he's just in a lovey mood.
He likes biting my watch for some reason, but he's like licking me and stuff. Here, I'll move. You can go cuddle with Granger. Go cuddle with Granger.
Oh, Ren.
I don't know what he's doing. He's rubbing against me. He wants a handy for $80.
$80 holler all day.
That's so
Shit,
expensive.
it is. I'd jerk a dude off for $80. God damn. Hit me up. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, even if I have to take the whole hour to do it, you know, that's $80 an hour. That's a union job. Like,
What other things have you done that I don't know about?
Oh, I guess the count of strip clubs didn't count Thailand, where there was like an entire, like there was just, Thailand was all strip clubs, because that's what it is. So, I've done some weird things in Thai strip clubs. I was chained to the wall once. They do all kinds of tricks where they can like shoot blowguns with their vaginas. And they like shoot darts, and you like hold the balloon, and they pop the balloon with it, and blow out candles.
Interesting.
It's a lot of weird stuff. Thailand was a weird time.
Huh.
Got a cool custom suit handmade out of Thai silk overnight. I don't have it anymore. It doesn't fit. It was ridiculous looking too. I don't need a silk suit. But yeah, that's about the extent of it.
I don't know. Every time you tell me that, you tell me something else.
I know. Well, that's about all I remember anyway. Something else might. Let's see. Boot camp. Nothing happened in boot camp. MCT. And nothing happened in MCT. Pensacola. Nothing really fun happened all the way through Texas, really, because I was not old enough to drink until I got to Japan. So there was like a few, the only interesting things that happened in Texas was the candy thong scenario and hooker boot Santa hat thing that I told you, because I would drink at Nelson's house all the time. That's the only thing I can think of in Texas. And then I went to Japan, and I was broke because of my truck still, so I couldn't really afford to do much. Yeah, I think that was just that one night we went to the strip club. I don't even think I paid. Yeah, so Japan was kind of, yeah, that one, and the one handy is, I was like, we gotta go to Betty's. So that's the running joke. My Discord server that I made for me, Dan, and Sean to play DayZ and talk to each other while we're playing DayZ is called Betty's Oriental Massage.
Oh my god. Did Dan also get one? Did you all get one?
I have no idea what they've done.
that.
I have no idea who else has got one. I don't think I didn't. I could tell you, when I went, the one time I went, I did not go with Dan. I don't think. I don't remember who I went there. So I have no reason to believe Dan got one. I have no reason to believe he didn't, but I have no reason to believe he did. However, everybody knows what it was because that was like right out of the gate of the base we had. Like you had to drive past it, coming and going from the base we were on. So everybody knew Betty's because Betty's was right there outside the front gate. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I had to put money on it, I would bet that Dan probably had got and paid for a fucking soapy one at least one time. But I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you one way or the other. And if Kate was in the room, I would definitely say no. Yeah, he never went. Cause
Well, duh.
yeah.
Oh, but I'm in the room, you're definitely gonna say you did.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
But
What's wrong, Grangy?
and that was all I can think of in Japan. Thailand. I was only in Thailand for I was actually in Thailand for 3 weeks. The week before I went with the military, I went with my family. And I got a real sketchy situation happen because we went and did the tourist thing where we're going to see in like we were in Bangkok at the time. We were in Bangkok. We were going to see like the temples and just see like touristy stuff around Bangkok. But everybody was going to bed real early, and our hotel was right on the corner of this intersection where down the road was like, during the day it was like the street market, but at night it was all strip clubs and bars. And my brother and my family, my mom and Rich and stuff, they all went to bed pretty early, and I was like, well, fuck, let's go check out. There's this one strip club called the Super Pussy. I'm like, I can't not check it out. And I was like, I gotta go check this out. And but I have no money, so I was like, I know I can't. I have no bot. I can't see. I know I'm not gonna like. I can't do anything. I can't even buy myself a drink. And I'm just like walking around town by myself. I'm walking around Bangkok, Thailand by myself. And this girl is outside one of the bars as I'm walking past, and she's like, yelling at me. She's like, come on, come on. I'm like, look, I got no money. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, no worries, no worries. I pay. I'm like, all right, yeah, fucking free beer. Let's go. And she brings me into the bar, and she introduces me to her friend. It's her and her friend. She goes and gets us a round of beers, and we're sitting there playing pool, and she comes up behind me, and she's like, do you give or do you take? And it took me a second to realize what she was talking about. I'm like, I think I'd probably give, if anything, if I had to pick right this moment. And then she's like, oh, you want me, not her then. Implying that her friend was trans. Because that's a big thing over in Thailand. And I'm like, oh, that's good to know. But again, I have no money and I have no hotel room because I'm sharing a room with my brother and my 13-year-old cousin. And she's like, yeah, no problem. So we're sitting there, we're playing pool, and she's like, well, let's get out of here. I'm like, I got nowhere to take you. She said, we go back to my place. And at this point, I'm drunk. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. So we get into a fucking cab and we go off and we're just like twisting and turning, and I'm like, oh shit. Now it's like setting in my head. And I'm like, I don't know where the fuck I am. I don't know how to get back to where I fucking was. I have no money. I'm like, I'm in a fucking tough spot. I'm like, so I'm starting to panic, and she's like, she had the cab stop at this like little convenient mart. She needed like fucking dinner, I guess. Like she went and got like this cup of instant noodles and got back in the cab, and we showed up at like her apartment, and like we're walking in, and it's like this apartment building. We walk in, and it was like some scene. Like I don't mean this in like a judgmental way, but it was like a scene out of like Taken, where like you walk in and it's like chipped linoleum floor, just dirty. Everything's like, there's like a couch in this like common area right in the lobby area, and there's like these two like tatted up Thai dudes that look like they want to like harvest my organs, kind of thing. It's sitting there, and I'm like, oh, like there's just red flags and alarms going off all over. I'm like, oh fuck. And she like brings me upstairs to her room, and her room, like her apartment, is like one single room. Doesn't even have a bathroom. Like the whole floor of that apartment building had like a shared bathroom. That she's like, I'm gonna go shower. I'm like, that's cool. Like she went to go shower, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I need to go. I can't be here. And she came back, and I was like, I gotta get going. It's late. My family, blah blah blah. And she actually just paid for the cab and like told the cab how to get me back to where I was.
Nice of her.
Yeah, yeah. That's the story of how I almost became a Thai hooker. But that was that's that right there. That's it. I think that might be it. I know I say that a lot, but
You said that to me like 3 times, so I'm just waiting.
Yeah, to me too a little bit. If I'm being honest, what else? Almost became a Thai hooker. Almost lost my kidneys. Those are both the same story. I don't know where. I just it's hard to say where that was ended up. That was the only thing that happened on that family vacation. Though after that, aside from that, it was just normal stuff. And then that was the week before I went to Thailand for Cobra Gold, where we went to Pattaya and Walking Street. And Walking Street is the place. It's just all like strip clubs and bars. It has a reputation. The fucking airport lounge at fucking on Walking Street. So one of the sergeants in Powerline, his name was what was his name? Not gonna remember his name. Funny ass dude though. And so we're sitting there, and me and my group of guys were like bouncing from like bars. Most of the bars there were strip clubs. Not all of them, but like a lot of them were. So it's just safe to assume that they were all strip clubs, other than B-72s and the Carousel Bar. The Carousel Bar is really cool. It was literally a bar that was just rotating like a carousel. It was like an outdoor bar, and it just rotated like a carousel. So you just sit there and drink while spinning in a circle. But we were at the airport lounge one time, and I get this like somebody tapped on my shoulder, and it was one of the strippers girls. Obviously, it's the airport lounge. Now everybody's dressed up like the whole theme is stewardess, like, you know what I mean? And she's like, your friend, he's deaf? And I look over, and it's Sergeant whatever. I can't believe. I'm so sad. I can't remember this guy's name. I fucking love this guy. He's not deaf, but he's pretending to be deaf. Right, so he's making like deaf person noises that are probably really insensitive. Yeah, that I don't like. That I like. She's like, can you translate? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know sign language. Like playing along, trying not to ruin whatever he's got going. I have no idea where he's going with this. And then she like goes to the guy next to me, and he just starts making up sign language. Like he's just. But it works because he's not actually deaf, right? So he already knows what's trying to be said, so he can respond appropriately. But the chicks ate this up. He got free lamp dances all fucking night. Didn't pay for a goddamn thing. And he's just like, no. Like I understand the inappropriate and sensitivity of it, but it was fucking hilarious.
I have to beef with a deaf person, so I think it's funny.
I'm sure you and handicapped people just don't get along. I get it.
I'm like, fuck them, so this is funny to me.
Goddamn handy-capable handy-cats. And like, dude, and he just fucking, dude, they showered him with affection that night for free. It was fucking fantastic. And then the next night we were all in there, and he walked in, and they all remembered him, and they're like, oh, and they're all like, you know, like trying to like talk really obvious that like, so he can read their lips, and he's just like, yeah, I'm not deaf. And they were so pissed they kicked him out, and they're like, you get the fuck out of the bar.
Tell them, just keep being
That's
deaf.
what I'm saying, man. Keep the story going at that point.
Yeah.
But then there's another strip club called, I think it was Angel Witch, where, so the thing about strip clubs in Thailand is you don't give them money most of the time. You buy ping pong balls, and you could give them ping pong balls, and then they turn that in for money at the end of the night. Don't know why. I don't understand the economy of it all. But I mean, they definitely, obviously, if you give them money, they're taking the money. But the primary way, like that's the primary way strip clubs worked was you paid it's probably a way to make sure that the bar got their cut. If I had to guess, you're giving the money to the bar, and then the bar was paying out their girls rather than you paying the girls. Would be my guess. But the moral of the story is you got to throw ping pong balls at girls. And so a lot of guys would they would beam them in the face. Like it was sad. It was kind of not appropriate, but they're also ping pong balls, so they don't hurt. You know what I mean? And then one guy, there was this one point where Angel Witch where it was set up like a coliseum, like they had the stage, but then it was coliseum style seating all around it, inclined, steeply inclined, tightly around it. And then there was this catwalk that went out over from the top seats over the bar. And there was at this one point where they probably had 10 girls up on the stage dancing. It was an intermission between shows or something where a bunch of girls were out there just dancing. And all the girls in Thailand, they don't really dance very well. They do what we all refer to as the Thai shuffle, which you're just gonna have to wait until I can show you the Thai shuffle before you understand it.
Okay.
But so there's just 10 or 15 topless girls, naked girls sitting there doing the Thai shuffle on stage, and this kid Adiranta, I didn't like the guy. He wasn't a friend of mine. He was a piece of shit. But he spent $100 and he bought this basket of fucking ping pong balls, and he went up on that catwalk and he just dumped them all. He just fucking dumped all these ping pong balls on these 15 girls, and they just fucking scrambled. They were fighting each other for him. It was crazy. Also kind of sad. Probably. But at the same time, strippers and hookers in Thailand they're the one percenters. Not necessarily one percenters, but they make a lot. The money they're making is enough to support a family of 10. Is why there's so many of them, I think. Kind of sad as well. I mean, there's a lot about it I don't want to really think about too much about, but and then this little 5-year-old girl sold us a pigeon. She was carrying, it was the smartest hustle I've ever seen in my life. She comes up and she's got this one pigeon in a cage. And she gives you this story. She's for 15 baht or whatever it was, 100 baht. You could buy this. She gives you this big sob fest. She's I'm not allowed to go home until I sell all the pigeons. I just have this one pigeon left. People like to buy them and set them free for good luck. And you can't say no to that. You know what I mean? It's $1 or $5 or something equivalent. And so we're yeah, fucking I'll buy your last pigeon. Go home and chill, girl. And I bought the pigeon. You throw it up in there, but the wings are clipped, so it just fucking falls down. She scoops, and she just takes her money, scoops the pigeon back up, and runs. Yeah.
Asshole.
I know, but I'm you respect the hustle. Damn. You earned that. I wasn't even mad. I'm you earned that money. That same kid, Adirano, hired 2 hookers during the day to carry his stuff while he was shopping. He just it was just he hired 2 hookers to follow him around while he was shopping and carry his bags because he didn't want to carry his bags.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry, I
I don't even
mean,
know how we got here, but
me neither. Like, I'm just trying to tell the craziest stories I have at this point, and they're not even about me anymore.
some people marry those hookers in Thailand. It is what it is. But the one at
Yeah,
the pigeon is.
or like, I know a number of people that married Thai hookers. I could have sworn A was a Thai hooker. I don't
She
remember.
was.
I was gonna say I was pretty sure she was. I wasn't gonna.
She was. Well, because Adam told me once that, like, one of you guys, I don't know if it was the same, I don't know, like, your guys is, like, who you guys have in common, but I know one of his, like,
McCarthy.
someone also slept with her.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's
I
like,
mean, it's a
well, I mean,
thing.
it's like, well, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but, like, you knew what you were getting into. Like, that's how you met her. So it's like, if you can't, like, really be that surprised if she had sex with some of your friends, especially if you're
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
military and that's what
Are
you're
you?
doing.
That's weird. That's interesting. So are you? Did you get the impression it bothered him that he was worried? Like it
Oh,
bothered?
yeah. No, it bothered him.
Oh, that's weird. I never got that impression. Because I'm the same way. Like, why would you?
No,
Why
it
would you?
bothered him. He, like, specifically told me it bothered him. That he was, like, really embarrassed because, like, I don't know if it was, like, one of the, like, military type balls. You guys have, like, a Marine ball or what?
Mm,
But, like, at one of them, I shouldn't probably even be telling you this, but I
I ain't
guess at
gonna
this
tell
point,
him.
whatever.
Unless he finds our
Um,
new YouTube channel.
I forgot. Oh, I forgot about that.
Too late.
But, well, I can see that he's playing Fortnite, so he's not watching. But, he said at one of those like military, like Marine balls or whatever, someone there that he didn't even already like
uh,
had made a comment to him that they had slept with her, and then when he asked her, she was just like, yeah, like she did, and he was so upset about it.
yeah. I see nothing wrong with marrying a working girl from Thailand. But why would you get offended by like I can see it being a little uncomfortable, like being face to face with the reality of it, like in the moment when that guy was like talking to you, be like, yeah, I fucked your wife while she was hooking in Thailand. You just be like, all right, let's move on. But to actually be like upset to the point where I'm gonna carry that out past that situation and be talking to other people about it,
Yeah, like
like,
he told me about it, so I'm like, he was mad about it,
yeah.
and it's like, okay. And I was like, I don't know what to do with this information. Like, I don't know what you want me to do with this, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, and that was like half of his issue is that he thought that that was her prime motivation for staying with him is the money. Like, that she didn't have to fucking fuck random dudes. And then it would make him mad because he's like, she doesn't fucking or do anything. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what she did. I don't care. Like maybe pay her. I don't know. Like, I don't know what her motivation is or what's going on. So just leave me alone. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I
I don't
don't know
know.
either.
I don't
I
know.
know a lot of guys. I mean, I know a number of guys that married girls in Thailand. That some of them didn't even take them away from Thailand. Like bowling would just send money back. He sent like $100 or $200 back every fucking month to this chick he married while he was in Thailand, and it supported like that chick and her entire extended family or something like that. Like they were set, and that was it. Like they were technically married, but I don't know what else was about. I don't know. Like, and I know like McCarthy married a chick that slept with half our fucking squadron. Like she worked at B-72s, and every time we sent planes through Thailand, like B-72s was our shop's bar. Like that's where like it was, and they got married. And I don't think anybody has any fucking like I don't think I would be shocked if he had a problem with that. And I don't think it's kind of a thing like she ain't a hooker now, right? Like who cares? I don't know. Who cares, man? Fucking weird. Why would you marry a hooker and then have a problem that you married a hooker? I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know either.
I don't know. Hmm.
Anyways,
I'm like, okay.
This is all started because you just told your strip club story. So I had to tell my slutty stories. I got one more. I got one more slutty story. I wasn't here for this
Oh
one.
my
This is
God.
no. This isn't my story. It's just a story that
I was
happened
like,
in my
what
circle.
else do you have to tell me? What else
No.
have you done?
No, I just want to tell this story because I hate the guy this happened to, and it's fucking hilarious to me. So,
Okay.
and it's Thailand again, so it's related. But the guys that went to Thailand after I went to Thailand, because Thailand was the reason we went to Thailand is that was the pre-deployment training for the people going to Afghanistan. So if you were on the if you're like I think our shop only ever sent like we would only send like 3 people at a time. So every 6 months, 3 people would go to Thailand for 2 weeks, or a week or two, I can't remember what it was, do the pre-deployment training, and then you would go to he would either come back briefly to Okinawa and then go to Afghanistan, or go immediately to Afghanistan and swap out with the folks out there. And so the folks that went in the cycle after I was Dan was on that group. So this is why I know this story. It was Dan and this guy named, his name was Corporal English. We called him Dingo because he was he was from Australia, and he was a piece of shit. I fucking hated that guy. He was the biggest douchebag that I've ever met in my life. And they were all out at a strip club in Thailand, and Dingo was being a douchebag. Dan was sitting there, and Dingo wasn't paying attention, and the stripper is on their like dancing on their table. And she's like squatted down, just kind of like showing off the goods. Dingo's not paying attention, and this chick just straight up pisses in his beer, like fucking pisses in the beer. Looks at Dan and gives him the shush, the shush sign.
Oh my God.
And that's the end of that story. And I think that's fucking hilarious to me because I fucking hate that guy.
Well, all this has taught me is I do not want to go to Thailand. I'll tell you what.
You would if you like strip clubs, you would have a blast in Thailand. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Well,
But
maybe,
you would
but
also
I don't
be
know.
terrified. I feel like you would it's different going as a guy because nobody wants to kidnap dudes. You know what I mean? Like, there's really not a big sex trade for dudes, where the customers are in the sex trade market, not the product. I'll be honest. I would be terrified as a woman going there if I wasn't with
I
like
almost went to
other
Thailand
dudes.
once with my friends, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I like having fun, but I feel like I like having fun here.
No,
I don't
that's
wanna-
understandable.
It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different there, I feel, and I'm okay. I'm
Yeah,
okay
I believe
not
that.
experiencing, like, I don't know. The way Adam told me once is that, like, it's like if you're a guy in the military and you're a white dude, you can probably get any chick you want there because they're just trying to, like,
Take your money.
leave or
Or
take your
leave,
money.
yeah.
And so for me, that doesn't sound fun. I'm not a white dude. Like, it just doesn't sound fun to me, like, at
Yeah.
all, in, like, any capacity, so I just don't think it's my cup of tea. Like, would I go to Thailand to, like, experience it, because I know it's a beautiful country, like,
I was gonna say that.
yes, but
I
it wouldn't be for the strip clubs in
Yeah.
life, for sure.
and that's what I was gonna say. The strip clubs. Wow, that's what you hear about Thailand. Is only a small part about it. Like I said, I went there with my family, and other than that one night that I went out by myself, like, we did the touristy thing, and the fucking country is goddamn beautiful. Like, there was
Right.
it is a crazy cool place to go see. So there is definitely a lot to go see from a tourist perspective.
Yeah, and I would like to see that, but the nightlife
But I get
isn't
you,
really,
yeah.
like,
I get you.
appealing to me. And it's not even coming from, like, a closed-minded, like,
No, not at
I don't
all.
want to see that, because I'm definitely not closed-minded. But it's just not, like, I'm just like, nah, like, I feel like it's a hustling business, and
It is.
respect, because that's what they're trying to do, but I don't want to get hustled out of the money I have just so you can give me a shitty-ass lap dance that I could get in America for, like, no. I can go give that shitty-ass lap dance. It's just not, like, it's just not my
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, and to be fair, like, I have no idea. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have no idea what would happen if you as a woman went to a strip club out there. Like you go here to a strip club here, and it's a good time for you because you don't have to pay for shit except for like private dances if you want, because like it's a money making endeavor to dance with you, right? Like it's guys are gonna buy you dances, girls are gonna give you dances for free. Like that might be the case there because they know girl on girl, like anything girl on girl is gonna rile the guys up, and then all of a sudden we're gonna be spending all our money. So it might be the
Yeah.
same thing, but I couldn't tell you. But like they do some crazy, some fucking crazy shows and shit, like magic tricks, man. Like I don't even want to tell that story. Never mind.
You can't. If you don't want to tell a story, you can't start it.
I didn't start it. I
You
did.
pretty. I
So I need to tell
nope.
the
You
story.
already
Alright.
have.
So there's this one show. I'm gonna tell you the different shows that I've seen there. I've
Alright,
told you about
okay.
I've told you the blowgun one where they have this like blowgun and they could shoot a dart out using like by queefing through it basically, and blow like you hold balloons and they'll pop them with this dart. There's that one. There's the blowing out the candles, but there's one crazy one where they can like. This chick is like she'll be up there butt naked and then she starts pulling this thread out, and it's like this like 15-foot thread with a needle on it, like sewing needle. It's weird. Like every fucking 3 inches, there's just needles pulling out of it. It was weird. But the weirdest one was this girl. She like came out stark ass naked, wearing nothing but heels, and carrying a clear glass bottle of water. And she would just dance for a little bit, and then this bottle is probably a full liter, like it's a big bottle, and then she like drained it into her vagina, like she just stuck it in there and just and then she sat there dancing around with an empty bottle, and then she stuck the empty bottle back in and filled it up with like fucking Coca-Cola or like Pepsi, one of the two, I don't know.
What is it?
It was like some fucking Chris Angel bullshit. I
But
don't
okay,
know.
one. I don't know why you wouldn't want to tell me that because I fucking love magic and now I'm like, whoa, I'm impressed. So I'm like, whoa. Like,
Yeah, like
oh,
it was
I'm
bizarre.
impressed. Like,
Like, is it
whoa.
chambered like a cow
I'm
stomach in
not even
there?
like
Like, what are
turned
you
off,
doing?
like weird. I'm like, whoa. I want to see this.
All right, I feel better then. I'm like that. It felt lewd. It felt fucking like a crude
I
story.
don't think that's lewd at all. I'm like sitting here like, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Like literally, if I was in the audience, I probably would have stood up and slow clapped.
Yeah.
I would have slow clapped. So,
Fucking bizarre. I have no idea how that happened.
you know
It's
what
bothered
though?
me since the
I don't
day.
want to know how it happened.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't want to know. It's magic.
it
If
is.
I can turn my like fucking vagina water into fucking Pepsi.
Baby, then I would drink Pepsi
Wait,
every goddamn day.
hold on.
Uh-oh. Was that too loud? Are you not home alone anymore?
I don't know. They all just like ran.
We could take it back a notch. That's a regular conversation.
No. Hold on a second.
I'm gonna go heat up those quesadilla slices. But can't believe I bought a mannequin to tie up. Fucking hilarious. I should have saved more than just these 2 slices of quesadilla. Right on schedule. We're on 7 Beer Josh. No wonder I'm telling these stories.
crazy, dude. You're crazy.
Can she pick her own sauce?
And what Norm did, which I'll never forget, he called me up and he goes, Dave, he says, I'm doing a movie with Jim Carrey. You ever seen a rich Nick?
Hey, guys.
When napalm was...
What's one of the strange... Dude's coming downstairs.
This has got to be the wildest...
If you're offended by that...
So we find ourselves in a time with...
I don't want anyone...
It's in 1999. Someone please tell me. Smoking.
Thought I was... I'm not coming back.
What's gonna make this... Will you go straight to jail? Out of all the things... Jim Carrey is talented in the...
Okay, buenas, ¿qué más?
Happy New Year.
If Korn wrote 1,000... How are you, man?
How you doing?
You ain't got a driver's license.
Can you commute? This is the rule. The rules of perception. If they're black, then... Who's black?
Alright, 30-second purchase sketch. We'll try to...
I made a...
If you struggle...
I don't play.
Okay, here we go.
Toasters and brews.
Happy? Happy? Oh, no.
But I have to test.
Yeah, please. I'd
Before
like
you
to...
go call Pad Thai, I have to test it first. What do you want to know from me? Ask me.
Well, how is it?
Hmm?
Oh, no. Look at that face.
This is not Pad Thai at all.
This is not Pad Thai. No.
Pad Thai have to be sweet, sour, and salty.
Happy?
But in terms of the scale...
If the electronic...
Russia and...
And I got on this date. And I got on this date with Earl Palmer one time. He said, "Carol, you sound great." I said, "Oh, thank you." But you're Russian. And I listened to the playback. I said, "No, I'm not Russian. But I really listened. I thought he was right. He was right. So I went home and practiced on the bass to the metronome, just like we did in the bebop jazz on the time, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you could be close, but unless this feels like it's grooving, you're not in. It took me 2 or 3 days to get in on all styles of music. Once I got in, I locked in, then my sense of time was immovable. And I got on this date.
This is probably the worst ever gone down. This is the most underrated group ever, and it's my personal favorite. This is called a gallop. Come with me, learn why. Pharmacy makes ears and...
What's the matter, Dad?
This wife tried to prick her.
You ever talk to Wim Hof? The guy went to top of...
I
Joe.
clean up my lipstick after dinner.
Checking out the black.
Buzz going. Okay, there we go.
I liked it.
Buzz going. Okay, there we go. One C's on your face, man. Yep. What were you throwing the dump out the window for? That little bit throwing the buds out. Was you scared?
I didn't know you were pulling me over. What did I even do?
Your tag's expired. You want some? Can't hear.
I'm saying I don't even know how his taste expired.
Look right here, that's how it's expired.
I see what you're saying, but I'm saying I don't even
Why ain't no goddamn thing? Come over here, Mr. Thorpe. Two things, okay? Tags expired, so whoever's vehicle it is, you need to call them. She's going to be charged with vehicle with an expired tag, also littering the stuff that you throw out the window.
I got Chex Mix.
Nice. Lucky.
I wonder who the squad is. So Joseph's playing with Slushy and Crypto, but who's the fourth?
No idea.
Your mom?
I don't.
Okay.
My mom. My mom plays games, but it ain't Fortnite.
Damn, oh my, the back.
Yeah. I don't know any of the guys Tom plays Fortnite with, so you know.
I just tell you people.
Other than what you've told me about them, I've never met them. I've never watched them play or nothing.
Well, when he would stream sometimes with, he'd stream a lot with Joseph. But
I never paid attention.
Joseph?
Even if I was in chat while they were playing, but you know, until you and I started talking, if I would jump in to stream, and if he was streaming Fortnite, I left. I didn't care. So.
Yeah, there's this guy named Slushy, and for some reason, I'm friends with Slushy on here, and he goes into Adam's stream, but he's very, very, very private. Like, no one knows his real name. He wouldn't do the boomer, like, cup thingy that they did because he didn't want anyone to know his name at all.
And he would add a stream.
Nothing. Yeah, and he would have had a stream, and he doesn't stream. But I guess Adam told me he's, like, related to... He told me this in Denver. He said he's related to someone, like, political. Like, some political bigwig. Like,
makes sense on why he's private, then, to be honest.
So, like, I see him on right now, but I don't know his name at all, or anything. I think the only thing they know about him is he lives in California. But...
so he's a Schwarzenegger?
So there's Slushy. Yeah, maybe that's what I was like, is he a Kennedy? Like, I don't know. I'm probably not California, but yeah, Joseph's the big one. And there's like Bryce and John. What's John's name? Tragic is
Baby,
John.
2 minutes till the store. 2 minutes till the store resets. Do you want anything from it? Any of the Dragon Ball Z stuff?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm good. Yeah.
Or you want the Frieza spaceship? You like that when I was on it?
Okay, it's 1,200 fucking V-Bucks. No. I like my dragon. I like my dragon a lot. Dragon is cool.
Do you want one of the charge up emojis?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Do you want the space pod? The space pod's pretty cool. You stand on top of it.
I don't want the space pod. I don't want everything that I like.
Do you want
Vegeta? In the shop right now. No, I don't want Vegeta.
Goku?
Wait. No, actually, Rustin asked me if they had Vegeta, and now I said, I don't know, but they obviously do.
He can log in and look for himself. No, I'm just kidding.
He doesn't play.
Well, then what does he care?
I was Beerus. But he was Vegeta and Bulma are girlfriend and boyfriend.
Yeah.
That was confirmed, but
yeah, they're married. I think by the end of Dragon Ball Z, aren't they?
I don't remember.
Or like I mean.
Yeah. Started. Oh, well, I guess you have been. I'm gonna keep watching.
I have not. I've been watching Dragon Ball. Oh. Dragon Ball.
Super?
Like like Baby Goku first. I have them all. So I'm starting at the very beginning, and there's a really weird amount of like perverted panty jokes.
Whoa.
Like trying to get Bulma's panties, and now I want to make you Bulma so I can get Bulma's panties. But continue.
Oh my god. You should watch Full Metal. That's what I was gonna say. Full Metal. Oh, did it just redo it?
Oh, I will.
It did.
Yeah, it did. It just did.
There's still fucking Dragon. Like all the Dragon Ball shit is still here.
Some of it is.
Most of it. Oh, there's a hot dog guy. Okay.
Yeah, all of it is actually.
Yeah, it's like there's like nothing new in the item shop. It's such bullshit. It's all the same shit.
It's the hot dog guy. Yeah, it's the new thing.
The hot dog guy looks like he's the only new guy, and I'm not about this. Wait, who is this? Champion Kyra. Oh my god, I love this chick. I got her a different skin, but whoa.
Champion Kyra? Who are we talking about?
She has blue hair. Huh? It's
Oh,
under
sure.
the 2023 rewind. I have her in a different. I have her in normal skin. Where is she? Oh. Where do I have her? She's doing my favorite skin. Where is she?
Oh my god, the alien. No, there is new stuff. The alien Xenomorphs bundle.
Oh, I see it now.
Ripley and the Xenomorph.
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver is the person that plays Ripley, but the character is Ellen Ripley.
I know. I'm just saying it's Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
I didn't see that earlier.
Me neither.
I don't really care about that though. The Xenomorph is cool. I think that's like it has my like thing on it. It's funny.
Your back piece?
I think that's probably Alan probably has it. Huh?
Your back piece?
Yeah, I had my back piece. I'm glad you understood what I meant because I couldn't get the words out. But yeah, I had my fucking Beerus like back piece on it, so it looks funny. He's kind of cool looking actually, right? The Xenomorph is kind of cool.
He is kind of cool,
What-
and they're probably
what is that
probably
little
getting
thing
the
that
money
they have with
on the
what
back
is that
piece.
little other thing? Is that the back piece?
The
The white thing?
the white
What is
thing.
that thing?
What white thing are you looking at, baby? If you look at the bundle, the white thing is an emote, like the white. That's like the silhouette of the thing. But then he has a back piece that's like these little tentacle things coming off of his back. And then there's Ripley, and then there's Ripley back bling, and a loading screen. Which white thing are you talking about? You've muted me. That's okay. Champion Kyra, this is the one you wanted, huh? I'm buying it for you. Damn, I kind of want the longboard, skybound longboard. I might get one of these days.
What are you talking about?
I like the skateboard glider. In the 2023 Rewind, there's a glider that's like a skateboard. I don't think that's pretty cool. I might get that. Might get that before it rotates out.
I wonder. Oh, I bet you are on top of it versus on the bottom of it, right?
Yeah. You would be riding that one for sure.
Well, you also have it now, so.
Oh jeez. Well, in that case, you have Kyra, Champion Kyra.
No.
So you do.
No.
Now you have Champion Kyra. It's too late.
No, I have regular Kyra, but
Well, now you have Champion
I'm trying
Kyra.
to find her because I couldn't find her earlier. She usually has like, where is she? She usually has blonde hair, but my favorite one. Let's see if I can show you. Am I in that? Yeah. Do you see her in the like? If you go to the lobby.
I see you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then she has that one. I just think she's cute.
Oh, that's our Valentine's Day skin.
Yeah, and then she has a different one. It's oh my gosh, why can't I fix it? Why can't I change it? How do I?
Nice.
Yeah, and then this is her normal one.
I like it. And now you have the
I just
champion
think
one.
she's cute.
She is cute.
Ay. Okay.
You say that, but you just bought me one too, of the same exact price, so you can't even complain.
I'm not
Woman.
complaining. I'm not complaining, but do I want the Xenomorph? Kind of, because
You'll
I
get
feel
it.
like
Don't worry.
because like I feel like it creeping around would be cool to kill people that way.
But can we both be Xenomorphs and just run around and like?
Yeah, the same. Because you know that people who do like they when they compete they wear the same skins, you know?
Mhm.
So they can recognize each other, so it makes sense that you would just like creep around, but it's like creepy as fuck. Like normally I don't like the dude things. Like I don't like the dude skins, but this one's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if a
actually don't know
Xenomorph
if this
counts
is a
as dude.
or
I don't think it would
it's
count.
like
It's
a alien.
ungendered. Yeah, it's completely alien. I don't think it counts as a dude. Like I would say, like I was gonna say, I want to see a Predator mashup one, so I can get a Predator skin, so we could do Alien versus Predator type deal, and the Predator would definitely
I like
be
the
a
Predator.
dude.
Definitely.
But
I like the Predator guy. Hold on.
me too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we'll both be having the xenomorph here in a second.
Oh wait, hold on. I was gonna text you, but I might not have to.
Well, you got the xenomorph
really
now. And so do I. And that's all the money I had extra, so.
Trying to see if I'm. Hey, Kiki. Hello. Oh, Preston must be outside. No, earlier I muted you because you came back and asked me if I had one of the dog balls. And I was like, oh no, I don't have a dog. He's playing catch with him outside. And I was like, oh no, I don't have a dog ball. And then I was like, hey, look at this. And so I was showing him all the Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Nice.
Because he's being really, really nice to me.
Yeah,
and I'm just gonna go with it. Gonna go with it.
I'm glad you guys are being amicable and civil. It's great.
Yeah, that's all I ever want. I don't ever want to be mean. Don't make me be a cunt. Otherwise please don't do it.
For real. I just realized you probably have been hearing an echo of yourself this whole time because my speakers aren't down.
I did it earlier, but actually it hasn't been bothering me, so...
I had turned because what happens is when the sound comes out of my headset, it doesn't stop coming out of my home theater system. And so I have to turn the volume down on my home theater system all the way down. And I apparently didn't turn it all the way down. I just turned it down where I couldn't hear it. And it was still going. And I just heard it again. Because I took one ear off.
Alright, I love you.
I love you. And I want you to sit on my face.
Okay. Do I need to go out and go in? What am I doing? Should we change
I feel like there's a way.
Well, earlier when you gave me something else.
When I gave you something, it let me cash in my.
I saw it right away.
It let me cash in the gift you gave me without leaving. So I don't know how to trigger that.
I the alien guy.
So yeah, I guess let's just leave and leave the game and come back in.